declines the offer, and the old woman waves it away as if nothing and pushes her cart on down to the next house, knocking again. No answer. Down to the next house. Someone answers.
Um,
Pastry, 1 gold piece.
how are these people reacting when? I mean, do they know her or do they seem afraid of her? Are they, expecting her?
Make a perception check.
Oh,
I
goody.
was gonna say we can't ask this Mark. He's not here. Hey, it's Mark. Is this like a really old version of a Girl Scout? Cookies? One
My
gold
character sheet's not
piece.
coming up.
Oh, baby.
1 tag along.
Yeah, my page isn't responding. Give me a second here.
The Samoans are extra.
Oh, I like Samoas.
The thin mints are 3 apiece.
You killing me here, guys.
4 if you want it frozen before you eat.
Frozen Girl Scout cookies?
Yeah.
you like
Frozen
you're
thin mints.
like peppermint patties.
I freeze the s'mores, which are also good.
Them thin mints, if you stick them in the freezer for an hour or 2 before you eat them and then bite into them, it is
go.
like, hey, 19, not bad. So they appear to be not necessarily scared, but definitely worried, if that makes sense.
Like, it's unusual to have a little old lady selling pastries at.
Well, door to door is the unusual part.
More along the lines of anybody anywhere is unusual, sort of. Just like it's rare for somebody to be knocking on my door, much less trying to sell me something.
Gotcha.
And again, they wave her off. She goes down to the next house, no answer. Goes to the house at the end of the square, no answer. And then turns right down the next street.
Did she see us?
Doesn't appear to have.
Is she alone? I mean, are there like what Sparkle's thinking is like maybe this is some kind of a con and they're casing houses, and I'm wondering if maybe she's got accomplices hiding in the bushes or something.
Just one person that you've seen.
Okay,
I'm
I'm gonna keep watching her.
It's really weird, but I don't know. We have to get back to Arena.
Is she going the direction that we're going? I didn't see the map pane.
So are you looking at the map right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so y'all are here in the central. You saw this old woman go from house to house to house to house to house to house to house, and is now turning right back towards what you would assume the road that you just crossed.
I'm not seeing any of your pings. You might.
Yeah,
Are you
we
on a
didn't
different?
see it.
I'm
you
on
might be
the
a different
wrong
layer.
layer. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
That's okay.
So
Yeah.
here,
Okay.
and then going down this street,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
She's
okay.
headed out of town.
and then turned right to go up this way
Oh, okay.
to where you would assume would be to hook back towards the street that you've already passed.
Oh, all right, sweet. So then the problem will solve itself. She'll go to the church. She'll be like pastry, and it'll be like hungry. It'll be like, all right, 1 gold, and then that will resolve the situation. And
Job well done, folks.
it resolved.
Save the day.
It resolved itself. You throw a pastry down the hole and call it a day.
What kind of
Unfortunately-
pastry was it?
He can't hear her.
Well,
hear
I don't
The
know.
lady might be able to hear.
Yeah, she might be able to hear him. We don't know.
Yeah,
She's new customers.
Should we warn her?
what kind of pastries were they?
Don't know.
Guys, do you want me to follow her, or should we get back to the house and worry about this lady another time?
I say we get back to the house.
I know I want to go back to Arena.
Yeah,
I miss Haster.
I think that's kind of pressing that Arena's being.
Yeah, for all
oh,
we
no,
know,
but
she could
hunting
also
is
be a
the right word.
distraction. Who knows?
Ooh, good call.
Frost is very
Nice.
curious about this lady, but
Just because I'm paranoid doesn't mean I'm not sometimes right.
We need to focus on Arena.
Yeah.
We can't be
I
getting
think,
distracted by every little thing around here.
Yes, I agree. There are many distractions. but Irina does need to be protected.
How much?
And
What time of day is it right now?
Probably getting closer to noon. Probably around 10 or 11 a.m.
All right. Well, I guess a safe assumption would be if this lady is going door to door, she'll eventually end up at Arena's door.
I mean, maybe. Or maybe they already went there and Arena was like, just not interested.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, also, we might go to Arena. We might go to their house, and Arena might also just be able to tell us who she is.
True. Since
'Cause-
we don't have her brother here anymore.
Right. Yeah, because we don't have Ismark to tell us if this is a common occurrence or not.
Where did Shozo go?
He's away, but he's still
He
got his
had-
headphones on.
Okay. So general consensus for him would be he'd go with the group. He's not gonna run after her thinking she has crackers.
Well, he might.
She just have pastries, I mean.
Can you make crackers?
Exactly.
Exactly. I would ask.
Well,
See, he follows. We'll never hear from Shozo Kanun again.
yeah.
Right.
I mean, at the very least, we can say we go back to Arena, and if he wants to wreck on something, he can.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
From where we are now, you said that the yelling lady was here where I'm thinking? This house?
Was here on this roadway.
No, not the lady selling the pastries, but the
The
man.
crying lady.
Well, I'm sorry. Yeah, as you all continue down this street, right here, this houseway right
That
here is where the wailing comes from. And once again, it intensifies when you walk down this street here, and it reaches its pinnacle here.
Okay.
Is she still yelling?
Still the same volume.
Okay. I know at the very least that Cicero wants to check in on that. But I'm going to say, I want to check on the Wailing Lady. I don't know if you want to call me if there's problems with Arena, but probably get her ready for us to travel? Or she might
I
already
think
be
we
ready.
I think we should travel at first light.
Valrus, I know you're a magical type. Do you have any kind of a spell that would enable us to, like, send messages to one another over distance? But, like, mentally? Or even just maybe a sigil or something?
no, I don't. Sorry, lad.
That's... We'll have
Mostly,
to talk.
I didn't prepare that spell.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, message is not one that, Gallus got in the books, it seems like.
Short range text messaging.
Smoke signals.
His data plan doesn't include unlimited text messaging, so
Ah,
He doesn't have roaming enabled.
exactly.
I just want to clarify. Did I hear this wrong, or did you say it? Because both ways I loved it. Did you say my data plane doesn't count?
I said plan, but I like plane better.
Because that made it so much better.
The plane of data.
Okay, here's what I can do is if for whatever reason like there's some problem or something like that inside this place, I can throw a minor illusion out the window that if you guys are in the street you could see, because it could be a pretty vibrant illusion.
or you could just scream for help.
I could, but also I don't know if it would be heard over her screaming.
Are you just gonna walk in her house?
No, I mean I'm gonna knock, but I'm not gonna
Well,
ask her if she wants to buy a pastry.
He does
Why
have a
don't-
set of lockpicks.
I do also have a set of lockpicks.
Why don't you go knock on her door instead of all of us standing here talking about it?
All right. I just didn't know if we wanted to. Can we see Irina's house from here?
From where the sobbing house is?
Yeah.
Correct.
You know the direction where it's coming from, but your vision gets cut off about here
Bob.
because of the fog.
Yeah. That's what I was a little bit concerned about is things with Irina. I didn't want to spend too long here. All the party.
There's a little bit less fog than there was earlier, but you cannot make out the house itself yet.
Am I close enough to have contact with Haster?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
You'll
gonna
have to be
reach-
about here to make contact with Aster.
Okay, I'm gonna like scoot ahead a little bit, but not lose the party because of fog.
So just
I'll
'cause
stay
I'm
with
curious,
Cicero. You guys
Are
can
we-
go ahead.
Are we having to talk louder over the lady screaming in her house? Are we all just standing in the road yelling at each other?
You can still talk to each other. It's not like a thaumaturgy where it, overimposes over everything. It's just in a city of quiet, it's very loud.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Irina is our main concern. Just as long as she's all right, then we're all right. I do just want to check on her. I know that Canoon said that he wouldn't mind also stepping in there, and we'll be back as quick as we can.
Froth will go up to the door with you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll scooch closer to Ismark and Irena's to see if I can check in with her.
Okay. All right. That sounds like a good idea. That, like, at the very least, we're not putting everyone into one area, but we're all close enough we can help each other.
Yeah, but also don't split the party.
I mean, we're
Right.
not that
One
far.
row,
We're
right?
like 100.
Yeah, we're talking it's 200 feet. I mean, it's not even a full football field distance
Right.
from each
Yeah.
other.
We can still see
So-
each other.
Right.
Resolving Haster first, you scoot up down the road, and by the time comes when you can feel that connection again and check in with Haster, they tell you that nothing has happened. Everything is still okay.
Ooh,
Good.
That is good.
Wait a minute, something's off. She's eating a sandwich with no mayo. Everyone get out of there.
I
Wait,
She's
what?
a demon.
knock at the Wailing Lady's door.
There's no congealed fat on that sandwich. So knocking on the door elicits no response. Looking at it, it's very dark on the inside, and everything appears to be boarded up from the inside.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of like put my mouth to. Is there like a keyhole?
There is.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of like put my mouth to the keyhole so I can sort of like get my voice in. I'll be like, Mary, are you in there? We're people from out of town. Maybe we can help you. Are you interested in talking?
So in Bard speak, it goes, Mary, are you okay? Are
Yeah.
you okay? Are you okay, Mary? There's no response. The wailing continues to go on uninterrupted.
Oh, I didn't want to be that guy, but did she stop like she actually could hear me or no?
It continued as near as you can tell over what you were doing.
Okay. Well, I guess it's gonna be that time. Time to break a lock, friends.
Can you just try the door before you?
Yeah, you know what? That's a good idea. I checked to see if the door's locked.
The barbarian tells you to check the door.
I'm like leaning over your shoulder, like.
I would
Cross-
imagine the door's locked, because why wouldn't you lock your doors in Barovia? But still,
Cross like, that's hand carved mahogany.
is
I ain't kicking that in.
is the door
Well,
locked?
Oh,
The door
Crossbow-
is locked.
Okay.
She's had doors fight back, so a gentle approach might, work.
I was gonna say,
Try
plus
That's fair.
the saga of our
I've been
various
eaten by a
issues.
door, so yeah.
I guess I'm going to try and pick the lock.
Okay.
Does anyone have sense undead in this room?
A
You have
paladin.
no paladins.
Yeah.
Damn it.
So my stealth is the same as my lockpicking skill because I'm not proficient. And
Roll that. That's easier to roll.
yeah, that's what I was gonna click because I don't have lockpicks ready to go.
Yeah, because roll 20 is the easiest thing to use.
6. It's not gonna open the door.
Man, this lock is pretty hardy.
Great.
Well, you tried.
So you're sitting there just like tinkering away, tinkering. Everybody is sitting back marveling at your ability to, fit small tools into tiny holes. And about the time that, a couple minutes pass, yeah, you heard it too. Sparkle comes trotting on back down the lane.
Hi, Sparkle. This door's real hard. I could really use some assistance on getting in.
You want me to try?
Please. This takes like expert level quality of just getting in here. How
She's having
about
difficulty with
That's what
insertion.
she said.
what I think you should do, and I'm gonna cast Bardic Inspiration on her. What I think you should do is, I think you should try and jimmy the lock a little bit this way. Let me try and see if I can help you out. Like I said, Bardic Inspiration.
Do a little dance.
Yeah.
Limber up. Okay.
It's probably not hard, but I'm giving you a D6 on it too.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
I'll do a little shadow boxing to limber up. Okay. So
Nice.
do I have to
Nice.
add D6?
I mean, you can save it. If you don't want to use it, you just have to use it sometime in the next 10 minutes or it goes away.
Now who's caressing the door?
Oh
So,
my.
I'm the door whisperer.
so Sparkle just sort of walks up, and your thieves' tools are still like in the slot. And Sparkle just sort of walks up, just like runs a finger down the door jamb at the same time with like the left hand, just sort of click on the thieves' tools and fixes what you had totally fucked up.
Nice.
And it just click.
I put out my hand for my thieves' tools.
The Duma Jalabi got stuck in the gizmo bowl, so you just had to give it a little nod.
I appreciate
They're-
that.
They're stubborn sometimes.
I appreciate that. And I put the thieves' tools back away.
Canoe looks at. Oh, see, yeah, no, you had it set to don't open, not open. You gotta flip the switch.
All right. So I guess we head in.
So you open the doorway, and as soon as you okay, as soon as you open the door, it is barricaded from the inside with like an armoire, a table, multiple chairs, and not cabinets, but
Like a credenza?
yeah, that's the freaky word that isn't a normal thing.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a really big buffet that you keep your
It's like a cabinet with legs.
silverware and yeah, it's a
Oh.
big cabinet with it's very low, like a long table, but you keep fancy plates and
Like a
silverware,
buffet.
Okay.
like a buffet.
But fancy?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So all this
I
stuff
see-
is
I
in the
see it in my head.
entranceway?
It is barricading the doorway. Even though the doors pull outwards towards you, there is now a mountain of crap in between you and the entryway.
And we can't squeeze, correct?
Not through that, no.
Okay.
Try yelling again.
I'm saying, Mary, your door was open. We're gonna come in and talk.
The wailing sounds a little bit louder now that the door is open.
Okay.
Can we tell where in the house it's coming from, or is it kind of like the church situation where it's coming from everywhere within the house?
Make a perception check.
Have some guidance.
Oh, goody.
I'm a part of things. Yay!
I'll find my character sheet again.
I was gonna say, once I actually get in, I was probably gonna listen around too, but right now I got a whole bunch of furniture in the way.
Just checking. All I'm seeing is the town map. Are we inside a building?
No.
Okay, making sure.
We're standing in someone's doorway trying to look inside their house.
Yeah, I don't know
my.
why, but my character sheet just doesn't want to respond.
In normal situations, like, people look at us like we're crazy.
Yeah, but this is a
I-
weird place.
I can roll it for you if you'd like me to.
No, I think I got it.
Okay.
That's a funny group of people. What are they doing at Mary's house?
That's why I'm wondering what the neighbors, peeking out the curtain and stuff.
She's
Right.
finally hosting again, and we weren't invited.
Oh dear.
She's just
Hopefully she makes the crackers again.
she's
Nice.
doing her draconic yodeling, and these people are breaking into her house.
They're big
So-
fans of the opera.
The wailing is coming from upstairs towards the direction of the bedrooms. Now that you're open and you can see the layout of the house, you can see that.
Is there any way I can squeeze through the barricade?
It's way too tight for somebody to squeeze through. It's
Yeah.
almost as if it's built to block
Right.
anything from getting through without brute force shoving it over.
I was gonna ask Croft and or Canoon, could you guys kind of just like maybe pick this things up and move them just slightly out of the way? Like, don't break her stuff, but just enough that we can get through.
Or we could try going through the back. Maybe the back
Yeah.
door's open.
Or perhaps there is another way inside.
That's what she said.
I'm totally imagining Croft pulling a Juggernaut moment.
Right? Well, this furniture hasn't done anything to her yet, so.
Do we want to go look around the house?
Well, so is there Is there a way we could scale to get upstairs? Like, is there a window or something we could maybe try going? It's, the sound was going. Or did Sparkle share that information with us?
I'll point to the stairs. It's like, I think she's up there.
Okay.
Cameras.
Yeah, can we look out and around and see if there's any other way up there?
Reinhardt shows up and bashes his way through the barricade.
Crossover.
Well, with
An
that
instant-
hammer, you can make easy work of it.
And instantly we owe Blizzard 60% of our profit.
Oof.
Oh, now we owe 20th Century Fox. Oh, wait, they're dead.
Oh, there we go.
So, looking through the outside and in, it looks like all of the windows are barricaded, or not barricaded, but boarded over.
All right. So regardless, we're gonna have these sort of problems regardless of where we go.
Right. It's either you're going to have to break through wood boards or move stuff out the way.
Let's just move her stuff out of the way. We'll just
Yeah, that's just general. Yeah, we're just gonna move her furniture.
we'll move it
do
back
the
before we
cosplay.
leave.
Exactly.
So, give me 2 strength checks from anybody.
Yeah, I get it.
Where's my mouse?
Valorous casts Mage Hand to try to pick up something in the area.
There you go.
If
You move 10 pounds of something.
if Canoon
Yeah, 10
is
pounds, exactly.
if
Oh, whoops.
Canoon is doing an athletics or something like that, Cicero would hand him his crowbar,
Check.
which
oh,
lets you
that's-
do it with advantage.
Press the actual word strength.
Thank you.
On your
I was trying to
stats.
figure out where that was.
Yeah, don't worry. I did the exact same thing.
It's like it's
So-
here somewhere.
No, it's the big word that says strength.
You can roll again if you want, Shozo as well. 'Cause
I got a 17.
you, yeah, but you could technically do better just because I'm letting you.
Oh,
use
on
my
it with
crowbar.
advantage.
Yeah,
With the crowbar,
'cause
yeah.
I'm letting you
Okay.
use my crowbar. All right.
It's
So 17.
Oh.
a
is good.
17.
I think you have to hold it the other way.
I was gonna say, could it? You gave Canoon a weapon that requires some level of.
So Canoon is
Understanding.
like, thunk, 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 thunk.
I'm gonna be like, no, and I'm gonna look at Sparkle and
It's
be
like-
like, he thinks this is a weapon, like.
I'm like, I mean, I've seen this one doctor dude hit stuff with it. I don't know, something about having only half of his hit points or life or something like that.
Never talked much.
Have to. Oh, that's okay.
I put the crowbar back away.
So the furniture moves aside. It takes a couple of minutes, but it's easy enough for the the Strunks to go ahead and move it out the way. It just
Very
takes a couple minutes to
simple.
do it.
With this lady stuff is, well, everyone's on board with us breaking into this person's house. Just
I was just
little-
thinking that. It's weird.
Yeah, I'm a little reluctant, but this is what the party wants, so I'm being
I
very
mean-
gentle with this stuff.
Of
Yeah, at
all the
this
side
point-
quests,
At this point, I'm just following the party because apparently we're
I'm
not in
gonna
a rush.
Yeah, I'm gonna step back now that they don't need me and kind of check in with Haster. Kind of like run up and down the street and tell him if something happens that we're here at this place, not at the church.
Okay, so that we will say go ahead. That happens while they are moving furniture along,
Okay.
and it literally only takes you 30 seconds to a minute to do all of that. It's very
Right.
quick. So you make it back right as the furniture is starting to be cleared, and the furniture all clears itself out of the way, and you are now in the middle or in the entryway of a 40 square foot, which 40 feet square, so whatever the actual math is at, house when you're on the inside. The stairwell is in the center and appears to go up in an L shape. So it goes up a little bit and then, banks to the right to get up to the living area or sleeping area.
Mary, we're coming in.
I'm gonna look for traps along the entry and the staircase because if she barricaded the place, maybe she booby trapped it.
Is there any light in here?
Oh, good question.
There's not any light in here, actually.
Valorous, can you make light